Bukubukuchagama is one of the 3 female members of Ain's Ulgaun. She was also part of the predecessor clan Nine's Own Goal. She is the older sister of the pervert Peroroncino and the creator of the Dark Elf twins Aura Bella Fiora and Mare Bello Fior. In real life, she was a relatively successful voice actress. Throughout her career, she frequently changed her stage name, with the most well-known being Kazumi Kumi, although that is likely not her real name. She specialized in voicing lolicons, which is why she usually spoke in a high but cute voice. She almost always spoke this way, only using her normal deeper voice when she was angry. She could use these skills in-game thanks to the extensive features of Yggdrasil. Just for fun, she created a clock for Momonga with her own voice. It was just meant to tell the time, and could also be set as a timer to announce a specific time, like an egg timer. Aura received this clock as a reward from Lord Momonga. However, he forbade her from setting 2 specific times, because Bukubukuchagama was not just a regular voice actress. She had also voiced in some, let's just say, adult productions. The times in question were 1919 and 721. In Japanese, 1919 sounds like iku iku, which translates to I'm coming, and 721 sounds like onani, meaning masturbation. Ainz didn't really want to see Aura's reaction to that, whether she understood or had no idea what it really meant. In Yggdrasil, she initially only played with her brother Peroroncino. She found the slime race quite cute, which is why she chose it. This happened in the early days of Yggdrasil, a period when heteromorphic characters were universally bullied. No one really wanted to play with her, no matter how sympathetic or cute her voice sounded. Her appearance scared off every party eventually. But in the end, she and her brother encountered Momonga and Touchme, who gladly accepted them into their clan. Both remained in the clan Nine's Own Goal, and later in the guild Ain's Ulgaun. They were among the earliest members in the clan, and experienced much together, such as the conquest of Nazarick itself, where Bukubukuchagama took on the role of the tank in Momonga's party. After the initial takeover, she became the driving force behind the 6th floor of the Great Tomb. And she placed great emphasis on the residents of Aura and Mare, her NPCs. She placed the personalities of her creations entirely on her own relationship with her brother. She firmly believed that the younger brother should always listen to the older sister, no matter what. Since she often argued with Peroroncino, she tried to process this frustration with her NPCs, thus resulting in a very shy and reserved boy as an NPC and a very adventurous and spirited girl who, despite everything, loved each other dearly. And apparently, Bukubukuchagama preferred Aura simply because she was a girl. She often placed the dark elf on her lap, or whatever slimes have, or dressed her in various cute outfits. She had a fondness for older movies and longed for classic princess things. Momonga recalls a conversation where she admitted she always wanted a ride in a pumpkin carriage, with a beautiful dress and much more. Her Yggdrasil avatar, on the other hand, was anything but a princess. More like a warrior queen. She played a currently unknown high-ranking type of slime. Often she took on the commander role, but she also assumed the position of a tank. Her general stats were relatively weak, a hurdle she overcame with very powerful defensive-based items. Slimes, as interesting as the race may be, have many limitations. For instance, she cannot wear armor and must compensate for this with classes and items. As a slime, she certainly has a few resistances and immunities to certain aspects of melee combat, but we know for a fact she has immunity to poison and paralysis. She is described as a stunning top Yggdrasil player who, thanks to her years of experience, knows exactly how to play. She was most effective in group battles, as she could make nearly perfect and quick decisions in combat. In a certain way, she is a born leader, but she never took herself too seriously. Besides her defense-based character build, her specialty was changing the karma value of opponents. This in itself is an outstanding achievement, as the karma value is a hidden stat, and one had to discover its exact effects through gameplay rather than reading about them. In Yggdrasil, there were a variety of spells that dealt particularly high damage when the target had either very high or very low karma. And Bukubukuchagama could exploit this to her full advantage. With certain spells, if used correctly, one could change the target's karma value at will, from -500 to +500. She would then usually use other abilities that were effective against the target's race and current karma. This way, she could maximize the damage output for herself and her team against almost any enemy. Additionally, she could also manipulate the aggro value on the side. This determines whom the NPC enemy targets. As a tank, she would increase the boss's aggro or hate on herself, while the other players attacked. All in all, she is an extremely useful character in combat, but only truly effective in group battles as a commander, supporter or tank. Thanks so much for watching, and if you liked this video, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Until then, thank you and see you next time. Ciao!